From 1985 to 2026, the Golden Girls cast, where are they today? Estelle Getty. When the Golden Girls premiered in 1985, Estelle Getty stepped into television history, though few viewers realized just how unexpected her rise truly was. At 61 years old, she was actually the youngest of the four leads, even 14 months younger than Bea Arthur, the on-screen daughter she constantly outwitted.
How to turn on your VCR. That's the hardest.
Yet through a carefully crafted transformation, a wig, heavy stage makeup, and orthopedic shoes, she convincingly became Sophia Petrillo, the sharp-tongued, quick-witted matriarch in her 80s. Getty appeared in all 180 episodes and earned both a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 1988 and a Golden Globe, solidifying her place as one of the most beloved characters in sitcom history. After the series ended in 1992, Getty didn't walk away from Sophia just yet. She reprised the role in The Golden Palace and made crossover appearances in Empty Nest and Nurses, extending Sophia's presence well into the mid-1990s.
1988. This is such a big thrill.
She later appeared in films, including a warm supporting role in Stuart Little, 1999. But by 2001, without public announcement or farewell, she quietly retired, her health making the decision for her. Off-screen, her life was defined by a rare kind of enduring commitment. She married Arthur Gettleman in 1947, and their marriage lasted 57 years until his passing in 2004. Together, they raised two sons, Carl and Barry.
The Golden Girl.
Despite long stretches living apart, Getty working in California while her husband remained in New York, their relationship held. It wasn't perfect, but it endured a reflection of a different generation's understanding of partnership. Yet behind the laughter, Getty faced a devastating challenge. During the later seasons of The Golden Girls, she began showing signs of Lewy body dementia, a progressive neurological disorder. A seasoned stage actress who had spent decades memorizing scripts suddenly struggled to remember lines, relying on cue cards to continue performing.
I'm not in. Wait for the beep, then leave.
By 2004, her condition had worsened to the point where she could no longer recognize her former co-stars. On July 22, 2008, Estelle Getty passed away at her home in Los Angeles at the age of 84, just 3 days shy of her 85th birthday. By 2026, her legacy remains unmistakable. In tribute specials and retrospectives, she is still remembered as one of television's most fearless voices, a woman who proved that even late beginnings can leave a lasting mark.
Excuse me, I'm stepping on this woman. Here, come down here. I'm not...
And that sometimes the smallest figure in the room carries the sharpest truth. Bea Arthur. Before Dorothy ever delivered a cutting line, there was already a lifetime behind the woman playing her. Bea Arthur didn't arrive at the Golden Girls as a newcomer. She arrived as someone who had already proven on stage and screen exactly who she was. By the time the show premiered in 1985, Arthur was 63 years old, bringing a presence that felt grounded, lived in, and unmistakably real.
I better not say anything till I've had my coffee.
As Dorothy's Bornak, she appeared in all 180 episodes, anchoring the series with a sharp wit that rarely missed its mark. In 1988, she earned a Primetime Emmy Award, making her one of the few performers to win Emmys for 2 separate television series. Long before that, she had claimed Broadway success, winning a Tony Award in 1966 for Mame, a reminder that her authority on screen was built over decades, not created overnight. What set Arthur apart wasn't just talent, it was influence. When she chose to leave the Golden Girls in 1992, the show didn't continue without her. It ended.
You sure you dropped it off at the newspaper office?
Dorothy.
That decision alone speaks volumes about her role as the show's center of gravity. In the years that followed, she worked selectively, making guest appearances in Curb Your Enthusiasm and Malcolm in the Middle, while returning to the stage with one-woman performances like And Then There's Bea and Bea Arthur on Broadway, Just Between Friends, which earned her a Tony nomination in 2002. Offstage, her impact extended far beyond entertainment. Arthur became a quiet but committed supporter of the Ali Forney Center, helping provide housing and support for homeless LGBTQ+ youth. She raised approximately $40,000 through benefit performances and left $300,000 in her will, an enduring contribution that continues to matter.
Because we all won. Paul, Tony, and...
Yet some of her most remarkable chapters remained hidden during her lifetime. During World War II, she served in the U.S. Marine Corps Women's Reserve 1943 to 1945, rising to the rank of Staff Sergeant and working as a typist, truck driver, and dispatcher. Still, in a 2001 interview, she denied having served. Only after her passing did official records confirm the truth, revealing a woman who had chosen to keep even her strongest acts of service private. Her personal life reflected similar complexity. She married twice, first to Robert Arthur, 1944 to 1947, then to director Gene Saks, 1950 to 1978, with whom she adopted two sons, Matthew and Daniel.
You say that? What, congratulations? Yeah. So far?
After her second marriage ended, she never remarried, maintaining a life that was intentionally private. On April 25, 2009, Bea Arthur died in Los Angeles at the age of 86 from lung cancer, a diagnosis she had kept out of the public eye. That evening, Broadway theaters dimmed their lights in tribute. By 2026, she is still remembered not just as Dorothy, but as the force behind her. A performer who didn't demand attention but commanded it and never needed to explain why. Rue McClanahan's. Some performances feel effortless, but in reality, they're the result of instinct, timing, and one bold decision. For Rue McClanahan, that decision came before the Golden Girls even began. Originally considered for the role of Rose, she switched parts with Betty White, a casting change that would redefine her career.
Not the same as Golden Girls?
Oh, absolutely.
When the show premiered in 1985, McClanahan was 51 years old, the youngest of the four leads. As Blanche Devereaux, she created a character who was glamorous, vulnerable, and unapologetically human. Her performance earned her the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 1987, along with 3 additional nominations. Blanche wasn't just comedic relief. She was a reflection of desire, insecurity, and resilience, all delivered with impeccable timing. After the series ended in 1992, McClanahan remained steadily active in television. She appeared in shows like Touched by an Angel, King of the Hill, and Law and Order, proving her range across genres. In film, she shared the screen with legends in Out to Sea, 1997. On stage, she brought her presence to Broadway, taking on the role of Madame Morrible in Wicked between 2005 and 2006, introducing herself to a new generation of audiences. Her personal life, however, was as layered as any role she played. McClanahan was married 6 times, a fact she openly embraced in her 2007 memoir, My First 5 Husbands, and the Ones Who Got Away. Her first marriage to Tom Bish gave her her only child, Mark Bish,
that is the handwriting, the kind of...
whom she remained close to throughout her life. Her final marriage to Maura Wilson in 1997 ended in separation, though they were never legally divorced before her passing. Through it all, she spoke candidly about love, not as something easily found, but as something always worth pursuing. Health challenges marked her later years. In 1997, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. After treatment, she went into remission and became an advocate, speaking publicly to support others facing the same battle.
You must have sampled food from over 10 caterers. Did you find...
In 2009, her health declined further. She underwent triple bypass surgery and later suffered a minor stroke, though there were signs of recovery. Complications followed. On June 3rd, 2010, Rue McClanahan passed away at New York Presbyterian Hospital at the age of 76 due to a cerebral hemorrhage. By 2026, her legacy remains vivid. Blanche Devereaux may have been searching for love, but McClanahan gave audiences something just as lasting, a portrait of a woman who refused to stop living fully, even when life refused to slow down. Betty White. Long before Rose Nyland told her first St. Olaf story, Betty White had already built one of the longest careers in television history.
Wanted to celebrate that day with her. The way the St. Olaf story.
By the time The Golden Girls premiered in 1985, she was 63 years old, the oldest of the four leads and a veteran with 5 decades of experience behind her. As Rose, she appeared in all 180 episodes and won a Primetime Emmy Award in 1986, shaping a character who seemed simple on the surface but carried quiet emotional depth.
What do I have to do to get invited? And I will...
White's influence, however, stretched far beyond that role. As early as 1952, she became one of the first women to produce a sitcom, Life with Elizabeth, breaking ground in an industry that rarely gave women control behind the camera. By the time she joined The Golden Girls, she had already earned multiple Emmys and established herself as a constant presence in American homes since 1949.
Known for its investigative reporting.
After the original series ended, she continued the journey with The Golden Palace, and decades later surprised a new generation with a major comeback. In 2010, at age 88, she hosted Saturday Night Live, becoming the oldest host in the show's history, a moment driven by overwhelming fan demand. That same year, she began starring in Hot in Cleveland 2010 to 2015, proving her comedic timing hadn't aged at all. In 2019, she lent her voice to Toy Story 4, adding another chapter to a career that would eventually earn her recognition from Guinness World Records as the female entertainer with the longest television career. Her personal life reflected a different kind of clarity. Married 3 times, she found lasting love with television host Alan Ludden, whom she wed in 1963, and remained with until his death in 1981. She chose not to have children, focusing instead on her career and passions. One defining moment came in 1954 when she insisted on keeping black tap dancer Arthur Duncan on her variety show despite pressure from Southern affiliates. The show was ultimately canceled, but she never backed down. On December 31st, 2021, Betty White passed away at her home in Brentwood, California, at the age of 99, following complications from a stroke she suffered on Christmas Day, just 17 days before her 100th birthday. By 2026, her legacy feels less like history and more like presence. In every tribute, one truth remains constant. Betty White didn't just make people laugh, she made kindness unforgettable. By 2026, Estelle Getty, Bea Arthur, Rue McClanahan, and Betty White have all taken their final bow, and yet they're still here laughing in that Miami living room exactly where we left them. Their legacy proves something timeless. They weren't just the Golden Girls. They were proof that the golden years aren't defined by age, but by how brightly you shine. So tonight, press play on just one episode and remember why they mattered. And if these memories still mean something to you, don't forget to follow Legendary TV Memories for more stories that never truly fade.